I've been a Conan fan like forever, right? So I was like, what about if Conan went to Ghana?
And so we ended up in Makola. I don't know how we ended up in Makola. I'm sure.
We didn't end up in Makola. We started at Makola.
We actually started everything in Makola. How did that come about?
Charlie, how did that come about? Makola was...
You wouldn't think that you'd start with so much energy,
Was Makola my idea? I'm trying to think. I think it was maybe... I think I suggested like going to a market.
Oh, okay.
And then I went to see Makola. Oh my gosh, Makola was intense.
Intense.
And it was hot.
It's not enough to define this.
It was hot and it was intense and it was many people market. Of course, it was a market, so.
Yeah.
But they came up with the idea, or we came, whatever, the idea came up. And they wanted to do it on the first day because I think the whole thing with Conan is he likes interacting with people. Like when he goes to a new country, he wants to get a feel of like the people. He wants the people to get a feel of him. Mm. So he figured that the first thing that he should do was Makola.
To go to the market. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
I remember when we were doing the itinerary, I kept putting Makola like in the back, but they kept bringing him back.
It was a Monday, right?
It was a Wednesday.
A Wednesday, I think. Yeah.
It was a Wednesday because they got in Tuesday, and then the Wednesday they got in Tuesday evening.
Wednesdays are busy.
Wednesday
Wednesdays are busy days in the market.
Yeah.
So that was.
So anyway, but before we went, like before we could go around, we had to go see the Makola Queen. So like a few weeks before, myself, Eunice, went to Makola to see the Makola Queen to just, we have to ask permission to go through the market with cameras and stuff. So we saw her. I was telling Adu that I have some guests coming here next week Wednesday, and they want to they have a TV show, and they wanted to film the market. And then I knew that obviously to come in, we just can't come. It has to be protocol. So we just wanted to come and inform you formally, and then to see if there's anything we have to do so that when we come on Wednesday, everything will go smoothly. It will be okay.
Is it about documentary?
It's a little bit documentary, but it's a TV show. They just want to walk around. He's a comedian. Yeah, so he's very light-hearted, funny man. So he just wants to walk around, enjoy Ghana. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe I can give you some money. Maybe I can go with you about some 15 minutes.
Oh, that would be nice.
After that, then I'll give it to my boys.
Oh, that would be perfect. So when we went to Makola, we had to go see her first with the whole crew. So that was intense. Like the whole thing, the whole vibe was, it's energetic, right? Yeah. But then also it was mixed emotions because you have like a whole bunch of like white people coming through the market with their cameras. Mm. So the market women, some of them weren't happy. Some were really happy. It was mixed emotions.
It was mixed emotions. That was the funny part because when we got there, you'd see that the energy wasn't right.
Then
after when we were leaving, everybody was happy. So happy.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know what changed.
I don't know.
What changed? Nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
Because we literally did the same route, right? We went in the same way we came out. So nothing changed. I guess maybe they're like, oh, okay, these guys are still here, so let's be nice to them. I don't know, but that was interesting. So yeah, so that's what happened in Makola. It wasn't my best day just because it was just not what we planned.
It was just too much.
It was a lot, and also kind of like what we discussed with the Queen is not what ended up going down. So I was a little bit upset about that, and I won't go too much into detail about it.
Yeah.
But it was, that kind of pissed me off a little bit. So, and it was also our first day of filming. So our first thing filming. So it gave me a little bit of anxiety that, hey, if this is how we are starting, how is everything else going to be? So I wasn't too pleased with that, but they were happy with it.
They loved it.
They loved it. Like the Conan's team thought it was great. Conan and Sam were dancing in the middle of the square with some random guy.
In the middle of the chaos, they were just
happy
excited.
with it. I felt for the camera crew because the cameras are this huge.
Yeah.
And they're carrying it in this heat. It was so hot. It was so hot. And Eunice kept saying, lady, if we are this hot, imagine how hot they are.
Yeah.
It was intense heat.
When we got back into the bus, he was like, turn on the AC, turn on the AC.
Yeah.
The AC was on already.
The AC, because when we were going back, I ended up sitting in my car because I thought I was legit going to pass out. And I was like, if I'm going to pass out, I don't want to pass out in front of everyone. But I was like, it was Eunice and I in the car, and I was like, I'm going to pass out. Like, that's how hot it was. It was so hot. But we worked with Agi, who was like our tour guide, and Christie, who was the Makola Queen. So that was, it was an experience for sure.
It was good.
Yeah.
And then we went to Osu.
Yeah, so Osu, we did that on a different day, right? So on Osu, we did that after the Calibos interview, the Calibos segment, then we just went to Osu. So we went to do Man on the Street. So Conan does this thing, Man on the Street, where he's just like walking, talking to people. That was fun.
It was.
Because the Osu crowd is different. Like they're used to tourists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they just
the energy was amazing.
The energy was great.
It was amazing.
And so Conan was just walking down, talking to like the different vendors, buying things, and the people were overpricing their items.
Which is a typical culture in Osu, actually.
I mean, but it's levels, though.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's like, I understand if something is 5 CDs, you say 10 CDs. That's how they normally, or you say 20.
Yeah.
This time, something that was 5 CDs, they were saying 100 CDs. And I was like, no.
They've seen big, expensive cameras.
They saw that.
These guys must have some money.
Exactly. So. And they were also performing for them. They were dancing with each other and stuff like that. So I remember I went to one lady, because Conan bought like 5 passion fruits, the fruit, like 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they charged him like 80 CDs. 80. So then after I went to the lady and I was like, come on. You know this is an 80 CDs. Why are you doing it? She's like, why? What's your problem? Like they were getting mad at me. They're like, what's your problem? If he wants to pay it,
let him pay
it. What's your problem? And they're like, didn't you see me dancing with him? I was like, actually, you're right. It's cool.
It's cool. Just take it.
Yeah, but Conan wasn't mad about it. He actually thought it was fun. So yeah, so that was, and then after we went to Papaye. Papaye is actually my favorite restaurant in Ghana. Everybody knows this.
He posted it on Instagram.
He did.
I saw the comments. It was funny because people know the Papaye as a prime place. Like when
Papaye
you come to Ghana.
That's it. I've been eating Papaye since I was in like the 3rd grade, class 3.
Wow.
Or class 4. My dad used to bring it to me in school on every Wednesday was my Papaye day. So it has like sentimental value. So it's more of like, it tastes good, but it just means something more to me. So I take everybody to Papaye. Everybody I bring to Ghana goes to Papaye.
Oh, wow.
We're going to Papaye.
Wow.
For sure. So when they were like, they're hungry, is there anywhere we can go? I'm like, are you kidding? We're on Oxford Street. We're going to Papaye. Yeah, so that's where we ended up going. That was fun.
It was. And they liked it.
They loved it. And then we ended up eating Papaye like almost every day after that. Every time we're like, okay, we're going to get food. What does everyone crave? Papaye. I'm like, don't you want to try? Even I was like, don't you want to try something different?
Else.
They're like, no, we want Papaye. So that's great.
But one day we were out shooting and someone grabbed us some fast food. What was it called? Papaya. And it's kind of fast food, and it's this chicken that comes with this hot sauce, and we lost our minds. Literally, we lost our minds, where we're just eating as much of it as we can and becoming bitter if there's not enough, and getting sort of like quarreling with each other about, there was another one, there was a leg, Absolutely ridiculous, yeah. But we lost our. It's called Papaye, and it's just a great chicken place. And I want to go. Now that I'm talking about it, let's go. Let's go. The jet. Fire up the jet.
I should reach out to Papaye for some kind of deal.
And so we went to the beach. We had a good time there too. How was that?
So the beach. We did that on the day before the last day. Yeah, so the beach day, I remember, so that was actually their idea.
Oh, okay.
So they wanted to do like, initially we were going to go to Kokrobite to just drum with the drummers, because Kokrobite is known for that. Like, it's a beach town, and it's known for like their Rastafarian drummers and dancers and stuff like that. But when we were looking at the logistics and everything, going there, coming back, we're like, we can't go to Kokrobite. So we decided to bring them to us. And when we were looking at beaches, I was like, yeah, I don't want to do Labadi. It's always crowded and stuff like that. So we drove around and we found La Boma Beach. So we got the dancers and the drummers and stuff to come to La Boma. And we just had a fun time.
Very fun time.
It's like the drummers and the dancers, and Conan danced with them, and it was just so beautiful because they had like the fire blowers and the pictures and stuff. That the footage that they got with the fire was amazing, because it was like, it had the backdrop of the sunset.
Yeah.
And the sunset was like red and the fire was red, so it was beautiful. That was good footage.
We ended up staying longer than we thought we would.
I know.
It was just amazing.
It was so much fun. And we kept saying, I remember like Mike Sweeney, one of the writers, kept coming to me like, okay, I think we're going to end now. But then they'll do something crazy, and then he's like, no, not yet.
Not yet.
And then he's like, okay, now we're going to end. Then they'll do something crazy. He's like, wait, not yet. I'm like, okay, let's just go. Let's just keep going with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Get to the